This is a general reading for April 2014 for 6 Metal. Now 6 Metal, the general feel for this month is one of stepping back, resting, recharging yourself and giving yourself a boost. Boosting your dreams. In some ways you'll be stepping back, but time to enjoy the work that you've been doing and time to just encourage yourself, in the way that you've been making progress, in how you've been tackling things. Because you really sometimes, being 6 months, you really like to push yourself. You really are goal orientated, and this is a time where you can just give yourself a bit of a breathing space and just enjoy the work that you've done. So as we move into the first week, you will again be wanting to get things sorted out, and again, but this is coming from an internal viewpoint where you'll be looking at yourself and asking yourself, what am I doing internally? Are you carrying too much stress? Are you giving yourself a hard time? So internally, there's this question that I've been asking: do I need to be resting? Am I resting enough? Am I taking too much on board myself? And so it's time for you to step back, look at your plans, because the important thing here is you'll be finding is that, are you following some kind of plan? Are you following the things that you've laid out for yourself? Because sometimes we know we have a plan, but sometimes we want to go beyond that plan, which in some cases it can be good, but sometimes we can push ourselves too much and we put ourselves under too much stress where we can't quite function at the way and at the maximum capacity that we need to be doing. So this is a time where we can step back and take a breather, rest, and encourage ourselves, and in some ways get ourselves better organized. Tweak those plans better so that we are able to take advantage of those resources that we have, whether it be financial resources or it could be personnel. Is there something that somebody else could be doing for you? Maybe you can delegate something else to somebody else could be doing a task much better than you, so you can concentrate on the major things that you need to be doing. So again, how you put your rest into plan or into action is going to be in some ways important, because you need to be taking a fresh perspective in how you delegate things and how you rest with yourself internally and physically, so that you can be at your peak performance in whatever you do. Now, week 2 is, again, you're able to put things into action, but again, you're looking at a more realistic point of view and in a balanced way, so that you are understanding the details, you're understanding the framework that you've put into place. Because now that you've got the framework, you've got the drive to get things done, but it's going to be doing it in a manner that is a more fluid. You're able to move with things in a much more fluid way, and seeing those creative opportunities, those hidden potentials again of getting things done, but also doing it in a balanced way. This feeling of getting your stuff done, but in a balanced way, in a fluid way, in an organized way, in a creative and inspirational way that will take you on your journey much more further and a much more enjoyable way. So again, you are coming into things in a new way, from a new perspective that maybe you're not considered before, because the way that you have been done things before might have been a much more rigid way, but this is something new that you're going to be opening up, something that you maybe not considered before or come across before, but if you can work with it it will play to your advantage. And so as you move into week 3, there's this feeling of wanting to nurture the plans that you've got into place, nurture those things that you've been developing, gain that understanding, gain that detailing of what you've been doing, how you're doing it, seeing the resources that you've got in place, putting the framework, the structure, asking yourself, is this the creative endeavor that I'm wanting to do? Because again, things have matter. Slow down a bit, slow down enough for you to pause, check, and say, okay, where can I maximize my resources? Where can I maximize maybe the potential help of people coming alongside of me? And maybe people will be coming there alongside of you to encourage you and point things out that you might have missed. Because this is an opportunity where you can look overall and have like a holistic view of what you're doing and saying, is there something that I might have missed? Is there something I'm not quite doing properly? Or is there something I'm not quite understanding about what I need to be doing? And so again, this is not a situation where you said, this is the only way I can do it. There may be more than one way that you can do and reach a happy conclusion to any matter. But if you're not open to it, or you're not open to the possibility of new resources coming in, help, different viewpoint that's going to nurture you and encourage you in thinking outside the box, then you may restrict yourself in how you can develop and move forward more quickly. So the important thing is patience with yourself and patience with the situation that you may be in, and not be worried about being hasty. So and week 4, as changes are being brought about, again, you've got that development of developing those existing plans, but again, you will be gaining favor with people, because again, how you have organized and put things in the plan, people will start to be recognizing that you have done your work, and you've done it in such a manner that people appreciate that you deserve this time. It's like a short break, this time where you can just take time for yourself, but also they know that time for yourself is going to help them in the medium to long term. So again, don't be concerned about if you are taking that little bit of time for yourself to give yourself that rest. Basically, give yourself that time of rest, because other people will understand what you've been doing, and people will appreciate what you've been doing, and people will understand that as you take this rest, you're going to be even more better, more efficient in what you're doing, because you like to be organized, you like to be that structured, got to be there, you like to be focused on what you're doing. But sometimes you can push yourself that little bit too hard at times. So this is a time where you can just take that step back, give yourself that breathing space, and also give other people that breathing space too, so they can also reflect back on what they're doing and how they interact with you as well. So be gentle with yourself, enjoy this month. This month may be some changes involved, but you're more than able to cope with it. But it's gonna be a great time for you. So enjoy, and if you would like a more detailed reading concerning yourself specifically, then please contact us with a link down below, and we look forward to hearing from you. Take care.